Hi everyone, so it's me Ben and welcome to Daily Archangel. I'm here now for the 2012 yearly reading. Now we are 2 weeks into January right now, um, but nonetheless this is something I wanted to do. I did one last year and a yearly reading and would like to do again. So the messages for January will still apply. I've pulled the cards already. I haven't looked at what they are. I chose each of a card from different decks. I've got 5 different decks, and each time I intuitively chose a deck and then picked a card from the deck. We'll start with January. Now I said I felt January was going to be a healing month, so I used the healing deck, and the card is emerging. Lots of orange and yellows and blue in this card. The blue, obviously, Archangel Michael is watching you and helping you as you do emerge into this new year. It's a new year, a lot of things are going to go on, so it might be a bit overwhelming January as a month. Things are changing. 2012 isn't going to be the end of the world, it's going to be a massive spiritual shift. And so things are changing around you, and you are changing. And as I brought up in my weekly reading, we have to do some work looking inwards, and that's so we can help what we put out for others to see. So we will be emerging into this new year, and our spirits and souls will be emerging through us. You know, people will be able to see us for who we are, and things will be changing, but for a good reason. In 2012, things, you might be like, oh God, what's going to happen? But things are going to go well, and this is a sign that things are starting. It's a new beginning, a new year. So we go over to the healing with the not the healing, sorry, daily guidance deck for February, and the card is Cupid. So issues of the heart are going to be tended to in February. Now this could be relationships. A new relationship could be on the horizon in February, or you could meet someone very prominent in your life in February, and your heart could be more open to love by February. It could also indicate that any affairs of the heart, you know, worries about things, or things like that, you know, are going to be put behind us, and worries and stresses and fallouts, hopefully, if you work with your angels and look at things with a positive light, then they will be healed in February. And I also get the message to aid this. If this is something you want to work on, be sure to carry rose quartz around with you. And the message on the card says, we send great waves of love into your heart and mind, awakening your love for life itself. Your clear decision to accept and enjoy romance has triggered this reawakening. Allow yourself to spontaneously celebrate love in all of its glorious aspects. Okay. March, we go to Archangel Michael, and he says to honour and trust your feelings. So by March, we're going to be at a point where things are going to start to be speeding up now. And March, you know, January, February might be laid back, but not too fast. But in March, things will start to move on a bit more. And again, it could be daunting, and there's a lot of change going on. But Michael reminds us to honour and trust our feelings, trust our intuition, and remember that the guidance we receive is divine guidance. And it says, thank you, Archangel Michael, for supporting, guiding and protecting me as I listen to and act upon my feelings. Help me understand and express my emotions with love. So definitely, and love again. So definitely affirm that to yourselves in March. And what I get, the message I hear is you don't want to have missed opportunities and regret, and they will only come about if you don't trust your feelings. April, we go over to the deck I associate with Jackie, the Saints and Angels deck, and the card is Generosity, and it's St. Nicholas of Myra. So April, generosity. You may be called upon to do something to, to help others, and at first it might seem like, is this really what I want to do? But it's going to reap good rewards for you. And I get the message of what goes around comes around, and the image of a boomerang actually, and that's saying that, you know, if we do help others, either straight away or within the near future, that will come back on us twofold, you know. So whatever you give, you will receive back, you know. So if we can help others, others should hopefully help you. And the card St. Nicholas is praying and looking upwards, and that's telling me to make sure to remind you to ask for guidance. Don't be afraid to connect with your angels and your spirit guides, and don't be afraid to ask for help as well in April. I think that's a strong message coming through. Be generous with what you can give, both physically and emotionally, and just in general. But don't be afraid to ask for help as well, because again, it can be daunting, but by doing so, it can have a very positive outcome. So lots of cards relating to change so far. May, we go back to the healing deck, and the card says friendship, and there's a lot of green on the card, which makes me think of healing. So in May, friendships, I actually get the feeling they may be tested in May, but this is done in a way to help you, and that will heal you. In May, you may have a new friend or a kindred spirit coming into your life in May, someone who has a profound effect on you in May. It could also signify just new friendships being forged, or the strengthening of a current friendship. It could also, though, signify the endings of friendships. But this is done with love, I get the feeling. If friendships end, it's going to be a natural thing, kind of like when something fizzles out. It's not going to be all negative and stuff like that. But just in general, your eyes are going to be open to what's going on around you in May with regards to friends. And it's a reminder as well to don't forget about your friends, to have some time spend with other people as well, and it'll be healing on you. And maybe go somewhere new and meet someone, meet new people, because again, by doing that, could have a massive effect on you. So you could meet someone that could help you in many ways, both just in general, or romantically, or financially, or in relation to your career. You could meet someone that's very important to your life. Again, so a lot of stuff to do with change and accepting change and trusting ourselves and healing so far. Going into June, we go back to Michael, and he says it's time to go forward fearlessly. The prayer says, thank you for walking with me every step of the way, for holding my hand, giving me confidence and courage, and guiding my thoughts and actions in the direction of love and my true life's purpose. And the stars around Michael's head and the sun in his hands is what really stands out for me. So prosperity is on the way, and this is really weird because this kind of ties in with Doreen's reading, you know, around the mid-year, which is what this is, June. Things are going to start to speed up, you know. So we got that in March, things are gearing up, but by June things are going to be going in full swing. There's going to be all sorts of change going on for the better, all sorts going on in your life, and so you have to go forward fearlessly. You've been asked to trust your feelings and intuition, and so by June you should be able to go forward and say, yep, this is what I'm going to do, this is me, I'm on this path, I can do this. Reaffirm that every day, I can do this. Now July, I picked the Archangel deck because it's my deck. That's how I feel. And July, one of my favourite cards. It's from Uriel. Lots of yellow and linking with the prosperity. Brilliant idea. Yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea to fruition. So again, trusting our feelings and ideas as we go forward. So those who are in need of messages or confirmation for I'm getting career or financial stuff, July is going to be a great time for you. All these but it could also be to do, I get family planning, so someone might be thinking of something to do with the family in July, but July is the time. It's the angels going, yes, look, we've told you to go forward fearlessly, now you have the idea, run with it. And you know, it's an angel, it's Uriel on the unicorn, but what actually came into my mind is Woody and Bullseye from Toy Story, him going, run like the wind, Bullseye. That's what you've got to do with this idea. You've got to run with it, see it through, and trust it. You had that idea for a reason. It came into your head for a reason. August, I picked another Archangel card, and it's clear your space. So August, again, healing, and maybe August is going to be the time where we just need to stop and take that breather. Jovial says, get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use Feng Shui. So physically clear things away that we don't need. Make August the time when we start to cut out of our lives the things that we don't need, things that are bad for us. So things that you may be addicted to, cigarettes, alcohol, or junk food, that kind of thing. And also asking Jophiel and Michael to help you cut cords with people and situations that aren't helping you anymore, that are becoming toxic or unhelpful, or that are holding you back from moving forward with your ideas and with your life purpose and your spiritual path. September is the daily guidance deck, and it's family. So September, time to spend with the family. It says this situation is rooted in an emotional experience with a family member which we can help to understand and heal. In your mind and heart, surround this person and yourself in the experience with calming blue light and many angels. Be open to the gifts within the situation and allow yourself to feel peace. So family situations, any healing that needs to occur there will take place in September. It's also, I get a feeling that the spiritual shift's going to heighten there, because the child came up, and it made me think of indigo and crystal children. And you know, September, the kids go back to school and stuff, so it's an important time just to get everything back on balance and be there for one another, and just make sure, remind yourself that you have that family and don't detach from them in September. Bit of an odd little message, doesn't stick too much with the theme, but it's important nonetheless. October, play music, St. Cecilia. This card always throws me when it comes up, but music could be very important in October, and I get the feeling it's to do with listening, and listening to the advice of others, listening out for the messages, and again listening to your own thoughts and intuitions, and that will help you to move forward with what you're doing. I am going to go to the book for this card because, as I said, it's the one card in the Saints and Angel deck that often throws me. It says, this is a message for you also to play more music, because it will help you find the answers and solutions you're seeking. It may involve playing an instrument. It could also mean taking lessons for an instrument, or it could simply mean that you need to spend more time playing your current one. It also asks you to ensure music is continually playing around you at home and work. Strive to listen to uplifting tunes as you're sensitive to the words and melodies, and that's what triggered the message in my mind. It's by, when is this? October. Don't cave into the pressure now, is what I'm getting. Keep upbeat and uplifted, and keep going forward fearlessly. Play that music to keep you elevated. That's the message that's coming through. That's why it's here. Keep going forward fearlessly, keep elevated, and don't let people bring you down. You know, when we play music, it helps us feel good, and you know, we might dance, and you know, let our bodies take over and just dance and have fun. And so that feeling of keeping going, having that fun, and keeping positive and keeping in a positive state of mind and affirming things and doing affirmations and thanking God and the angels for things, that's important to keep up in October. I'm not going to finish reading the book because that's triggered the message that I needed for that. Good stuff, huh? November, back to the healing deck. Oh my god! Sorry. Harmony comes up. This was in my weekly reading that I've just done. That's hence the reaction. So November's going to be a good month. You're going to be reaping the rewards by November. Things are going to be looking good, and it's going to be like if you've stuck to your intuition and you've followed the guidance and you've kept that positive state of mind and you've gone forward fearlessly, you'll really reap the rewards in the end in November. But again, that music, look how similar, even the same kind of instrument, look, cool stuff. And the oranges in colour. But so November, harmony, it's going to be a good month. And if for some reason there's been a struggle going on in the year or towards that point, it'll come to a close in November. And it's also getting closer to December 2012, which will be a big spiritual shift in my mind. It's not going to be the end of the world. And December's card is Azrael. Helping you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. It's comfort. So by the end of the year, it's going to be like, wow, it was really worth it. What a good year. And so December, we can lay back and just relax and look back and think that was a real good year. And any healing that needs to occur will definitely be done by the end of December. You will feel comforted, and I get the feeling you will feel rejuvenated. And the crown, it's like Azrael's holding up the crown, but I feel like Azrael's going to put the crown on you. Maybe work on the crown chakra in December. But things are going to open up to you more in December. Things are going to become a lot clearer. Things will fall into place. Things are clicking. You might go, so that is why that happened. And so it's going to be a good and very positive end to the year. So all in all, quite some good messages. And I've always felt that 2012 is a spiritual shift, and that it isn't all doom and gloom. And it seems to be reaffirmed there. It does seem to be reaffirmed. And again, it's going to be a very healing time now. But 2012, it's a big year. For me and my family, I felt very strongly it's going to be a good year. A lot of good stuff's going to come out of it. And again, that seems to be reiterated in the messages coming up. But we've got to keep positive and keep that strong state of mind and belief, and keep choosing keep following our feelings and intuitions. So strong messages there. And I really hope 2012 is going to play out like it has in that reading, because if it does, well, it's a pretty good stuff. I'm going to pull a Michael card now, just for a general message of Michael to think about for the year, but I'm going to leave out the two cards of honor and trust your feelings and go forward fearlessly, because they're themes for the year anyway. They've come up within the other month's readings, but I want to just get one more card from him that's a general message. It may or may not relate to what's been said, but nonetheless it will be there to help. So Archangel Michael, now we ask you just to give us a message to think about throughout 2012. There it is, it's turned over. Oh, there's two cards. I've seen one of them, and one of them is very apt. The one I saw is sense of humour, and it also is you created this situation and you have the power to change it. So by going for sense of humour goes with go forward fearlessly, because we go forward fearlessly and do things with a sense of humour, we retain our good spirit and we can do things in a positive light, and in a non-harmful and toxic way to ourselves and to other people. And you created this situation and you have the power to change it. It goes with honour and trust your feelings. This is our situation. We can do what we want in 2012 if we put our minds to it, and you do have the power to achieve that, but you must honour and trust your feelings. Such a strong theme this year. So I really hope that helped, and I hope, you know, that you enjoyed this reading, and I just wish you all the very best for 2012. It's certainly going to be an interesting year, that's for sure, and just please keep that positive state of mind about 2012 in general. It's not doom and gloom. I do not believe the world's going to end. Just keep positive, because positive thinking has a positive effect on you and the people around you and the planet as a whole. A lot of healing can be done if we all keep positive. So I'm going to send love and light to each and every one of you, and hope that you have an amazing 2012 and all the best. And remember, I will be doing weekly readings, and you know, if I've got the time, I'll get back into the daily readings. 2012 from now till April for me is my last months at university, so it's a big year, you know, coming out of university, and in July I'll be graduating, so a lot going on. So it's a big year for me for definite, and I'm sure it's a big year for many of you watching too, but hopefully it's going to be an amazing year. So take care, guys.